How's everyone doing?
Doing well.
Doing well?
How are you, Dasha?
I'm good.
Is it hot in Las Vegas?
Actually, it's hot and humid. Yeah,
Humid?
yeah. Usually we have very dry air, but couple of last days were very humid.
Same
Yeah.
here in Arizona. I feel like Florida almost.
Yeah, that's monsoon season, right? When you add this
Oh, yeah.
humidity to 100 degrees heat.
Yeah, I think it rained 10 inches last night. Of course, that's just my opinion.
It's very hot in North Carolina today, and yesterday was just unbelievable. I cannot open the door outside.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the summer in Atlanta.
Yeah, the same here.
Still gonna wait a couple of more minutes and let people join, okay? And I'm gonna start with our news. Hi, Chris, how's California?
Oh, it's nice. It's sunny this morning, not overcast. That's good.
So you're over June bloom, what kind of become July bloom?
Yeah. Yeah, we had July gloom, but we're getting it nice now in August here. But
This is
not quite as
awesome.
hot as it is there, though, I'm sure.
Were you exhibition chair for Southern California
Yeah.
latest show? Would you care to say a few words? How did you guys do on Make Your Mark show? I didn't include it in presentation, but I think everybody will want to hear, and our friend and member Tony Allain, I think, rocked the world again there.
Yeah, Tony got first place.
Wow.
Yeah, we had some real nice pieces. It's a nice show. If you haven't already, you can check it out on online juried shows.
Yes, please type a link for our members to check it out in a chat. And guys, when you receive recording, chat probably will save, or we will include links in email after this meeting too. It's a beautiful show. I had the chance to check it out online.
Cool. Yeah. When's your next show? You just had a member show not too long ago, right?
Yes, we did have a very successful member show. It's right now under archive show on our website. It's 2021 juried member show. We had over 200 pieces included into the show from more than like 400 submitted. Beautiful show, a lot of different styles, artists from all over US and world, and very unique. So I hope you guys can check it out. It's officially over on July 31st, but you can still see images, and we will continue to share it on our social media. So thank you everyone who participated in it. And I guess we're gonna start our meeting and our agenda, members meet and greet, member news. I have a few to share. If you guys have something excited going on, you can unmute yourself, say your name, and share your news, okay? We will have time for that. Pastel exhibition pins are Russian. I'm gonna share few more things, and we will have special guest today, Corey Pitkin. I have quite a few questions, but we have Q&A part, guys, too. So if you have a question, unmute yourself at that time. So, and ask your question. I'm testing something new. I'm running actually presentation from my phone. Feel like I'm so advanced, and we have something exciting going in Las Vegas area. Beyond the Neon exhibition is taking place from August 1st till some date in September in Henderson City Hall. And we have two our members taking part there. It's David, he couldn't be here today, and also Pat Gambarczyk. And David is one of the 10 artists who shows there with pastels. So he's the only pastelist at that show. And you can take a look at his work. So congratulations to David. And if you're in Las Vegas or Henderson area and want to see some beautiful art in person, you can check it out. I will also be sharing the link about this event, and official opening will take place on August 18th. Opening reception is at 5 p.m. Huge congrats and kudos to David representing Pastel in local Las Vegas area. We have some more member news, and thank you, Tatiana, for sharing your beautiful images. If you're in Las Vegas and looking for some practice to draw from life, there is exciting opportunity provided by our member, Cheryl Magellan. She's started out Main Street Studios Gallery in Art District of Las Vegas. So it's downtown area. And every Sunday, she has live model from 1 p.m. and it's 3-hour, one long pose. And Tatiana been taking advantage of this and produced some beautiful art there. All artists and all mediums are welcome. It's not unique to pastel medium, but Tatiana worked in both oils and pastels, and I'm presenting two works. So we're going to include address for this studio for you to check out if you're in Las Vegas. Please welcome. And I think Cheryl has one show what she is working on right now. So if you want to exhibit your art, you can submit to Main Street Studios. I'm still waiting for details for these 4 artists, but I'll be sharing it soon. Please make sure you're opening up our emails and staying tuned for that. It's in person in Las Vegas area. And I have our member from France, Melissa Lazana, share this poster. And if I understand correctly, there is art show what's going to be happening featuring her from August 16th. So in a couple of days, there will be opening receptions, and more details you can see on this slide right here. More people joining us right now. Congratulations to Melissa. And I want to share something exciting, the project. This is collaboration, what we are working with National Pastel Society of Russia. And I think Olga is here. Olga, if you're here, please let us know. President of Pastel Society of National Pastel Society of Russia, Olga Abramova is here. And this is joint venture what we've been working, and we shared bits and pieces on our social media about this collaboration. And I'm so glad to share it in person with our membership here. So this exhibition came up as an idea from our member all the way in Russia, Anatoly Afanasyev. He has over 200 pieces of his art in a collection of this historic museum in my hometown in Penza, Russia. And half of his paintings are pastels, what museum is collecting. And I also was surprised to know what this museum has its own rich collection of pastels, including students of famous Russian painter Ilya Repin. And the names are Gorushkin, Serkapudov, Bahrameyev, Makhovsky, some of them not that wide known in the US, but known in Europe and Russia. So very rich collection, very historic. And we talked about what if to show contemporary artists alongside with historic paintings, what could happen? And this idea started evolving, and it became Art of Pastel project, what both of our society working on right now. And let me show you a short video. This is a museum. And we're happy what IAPS, International Association of Pastel Society, supported our beginning with a IAPS grant. So we will be talking about that too. Very diverse work. And as you see, Corey Pitkin, what workshop we're going to have today, and our special for today also has his workshop featuring. We're going to be sharing excursions, workshops, other events, what going to take place as virtually and in person in Penza. So you'll be able to participate without traveling. So please stay tuned, and we're very excited about what is coming. Olga, Olga saying she's here, if you want to say hello, unmute yourself and say hi, I'll give you a word and pin you whenever you're ready. Okay.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. I'm glad to be with you here in this evening, but maybe morning in America. And as Dasha said, we are now under preparation for this project in Penza, in Old City, in Russia, and we hope it will be exciting. And because we work on this exhibition since February, as I remember, yes, Dasha?
Yeah. Yes,
yes.
I think since February.
And the collection of this exhibition is very nice, very wonderful. And today we, with our team, were busy with framing. And I saw in my eyes beautiful paintings from Corey Pitkin, from some artists who participate in this event. And thank you all artists for supporting us with this project. It's so important for us to have this international exhibition in small city in Penza, and it's important for Russia. It's important for Moscow also.
There is so much work what goes behind the scenes
yes.
From the both teams. So we appreciate everyone who is supporting, from the translations to video editing to framing to handling all the works and stuff. So wouldn't be possible. And you, by being members and by participating in our workshops and events, making us excited to do so and be able to create projects like that. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Olga, too. Like
yes.
You shared some videos today, and it looks like Christmas. Okay, like Christmas, you opening present like from Don Emerson and from Tony Allen.
Yes, yes, and from Don Emerson, from Tony Allen, and a lot of Russian artists, very good quality paintings. Today I saw meter by meter and a half from one artist from Russia. It's a big pastel. You can imagine. Pastelskaya, да, it's a huge pastels. With very good quality, and today we tried to make preparation with glasses and with frames, and to see what we have, как сказать, в чистом виде.
So what we have in a row, like what
yes,
we're starting with, yeah. And museum, on another hand, is preparing their collection. So there are about 30 pieces what are in, I'm losing my English too, because I know I can talk Russian, so that's that's funny too. But they have in their gallery about 30 pieces what they're preparing to show during this show, and about 10 pieces from Afanasyev. And our collection of contemporary artists include 50 pieces from artists from all over the world. So this is pretty cool. Russia, US, France, Scotland,
Great
England.
Britain.
Yes. Thank
okay,
you.
But we are waiting these events. We're looking forward to see all this painting on your walls.
Yes, and
in the gallery.
I see some people from Russia joining us today, so they will be able to travel to Penza. It's just a short 1-hour flight from Moscow. And when we talk about small city, it's actually 1 million people, small city, and it has rich culture and beautiful architecture. So we'll be happy to see you there. Thank you, Olga, for this presentation, and I will continue. Actually, we talk about framing, so I'll be able to show something in a second. It works. I was talking about that Christmas feeling, so here it is. This is sneak peek for one of the chorus paintings, what will be in the show. Pretty awesome. And here is our poster for the show. Very excited what is happening. And we have today Corey Pitkin as our guest, and also today is going to be workshop what Corey is teaching on importance of painting nude figure, the nude. And we have 12 participants who is going to participate in that. So that's very exciting. And we have all day with Corey and Pastel later today. If Corey here, please let us know, and we have some questions for you. And I think I'm done with my presentation part. And looking at Katya, she reminds me of something. What we have a lesson by Corey Pitkin in production right now, and it's a pan pastel portrait lesson what will be released this week. So if you didn't have a chance to attend this wonderful workshop in person, portraits and pen pastel, using pen pastel as a drawing tool, you'll be able to get it as a lesson. Please stay tuned. I think Corey is going to join us in a few minutes. And if any members have news, events, what we want to share, that's a great time to do so.
He is preparing for workshop now, right?
Yes, he's preparing in workshop. He will be teaching in his studio, and he is going to stop by in a few minutes to answer our questions. I see Anne joined us. I'm not going to make the same mistake twice, but our Facebook is preparing something exciting for you. If you guys didn't know, we have a Facebook group, and our Facebook group is very lively communities, and we are preparing for our next challenge there. So on Monday, we're going to start our new giveaway Summer Blues Challenge. I will be sharing link to our Facebook group too as well. And we have winner of our other giveaway here. Olga is here. She won actually ticket to Corey's workshop. So we have a lot of fun stuff happening. Thank you for participating, and we will try to come up with more ideas for you guys.
I'm sorry, Angie, you are chatting to me directly. So if you want to chat to everyone, please.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm just saying it's a very exciting giveaway that we have coming up, and that the latest person who won the prize for Corey Pitkin's class is very, very lucky. I'm jealous. So we have lots of giveaways, and it's fun to participate in them and see what your chances are.
Hi, Anne, how are you?
I'm good. I just joined your Pastel Society and I'm taking the workshop today. I am so excited to hear about everything you are all doing and this opportunity, with combining two, an international society and a US society with the exhibition is fantastic. I can't wait to watch the video. I wish I could go over and see it in person.
We will try to make it as close as in-person experience as possible, but there is nothing what replace seeing pastels, especially in person. And guys, and please introduce yourself. Anne is actually with educational committee of IF's team, and you guys working also on so many amazing projects right now.
Yeah.
And if you want to share your next event, what's going to take place in Wisconsin, right? Is it Wisconsin or Michigan?
The MISA. We're going to Wisconsin. I'll be there with Red and Richard. They're having a immersion workshop on Madeline Island. And Dawn Emerson, Lynn Celta, and Aileen Orman are the instructors. So I can't wait. I leave a week from Saturday, but I'm a worker bee there. Hopefully I'll have time to pull out my pastels. It's kind of like the theme of this workshop is to push your boundaries further. So many artists are great technically and they want to add more expressiveness or take their work to the next level. So it's kind of a little bit of a different twist than what they do at the convention. And it's much smaller. Amount of participants. So it's a first time they're doing this. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it goes well and there'll be more in the future.
Thank you for sharing. And I think Corey joined us. Corey, if you're here, can you turn your camera on, please?
Hello.
Hi, Corey.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Corey. Are you ready for our workshop?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're all set.
I have so many questions to you. I don't even know where to start, but let me ask with my own question. So why it's important to paint from life and why it's important to paint nude figure?
Well, painting from life is, it's boot camp for art, you have to be on your toes. You have to deal with, fluctuations in light. Model's going to move, but you're going to get a better sense of form and structure than you ever could from a photo, especially if you want to focus on turning edges and things like that. Edges always show up hard in photography. So having the experience of painting from life will then help you when you do have to paint from a photo. And as far as the nude, if you're going to be working, in portraiture or with the human figure, you have to know how it works. And, there's a long tradition of working from the nude with, live models, and we're keeping that tradition alive here.
Thank you so much. I thought it's important, but now I'm totally convinced and excited about our workshop today. I have a next question for you from Anne, and she's asking, besides 2 sets of Terry Ludwig's, what you like, it's a Maggie Price set and Amber and Shadows. What are your favorite go-to deep colors, like deep browns?
Deep brown is a tough one, especially for me, because a lot of browns tend to go a little more magenta in pastel. And I always want a warm brown. I want something that's going to be a little more towards an orange. So those are harder to find. I find that Unison and Sennelier probably have the best dark browns for that.
Thank you. there is always that magic stick what can turn your work around.
Yeah, and you can never find it when you're looking for it.
Exactly. And my next question is, do you like to work with composition? You shared something during your demo or previous workshop. Are you doing compositional sketches before starting on a big piece, or you diving back in and trying to solve it already on a big piece, but thinking where everything goes?
Gotcha. Usually I just jump in. Sometimes I regret it, but I've tried doing compositional sketches and things like that, but too often, by the time it's time to work on the big piece, I'm kind of bored with that idea already. So I'd rather just jump in, take the risk that, the piece might not work out, and, figure it out on the paper.
Thank you. How would you describe your style, and are you trying to stay in one style when you work?
How would I describe my style? I guess it's somewhere in the Impressionist realm. I take a lot of inspiration from the Gilded Era painters like Sargent, Sorolla, and Zorn. But I'm also interested in contemporary art, and I look at the way paint is applied in more modern pieces, and I try to work some of that into my piece as well. So contemporary Impressionism, I guess. I rarely see a cohesive style between my pieces, but other people say they do. So I'll listen to them on that one.
Do you like your work from previous years? I mean, do you see change of your style or it's constant?
Yeah. No, it varies. Each piece is its own experiment. And, I try to listen to the painting and give that painting what it needs to be the best painting it can be. And sometimes that means a tighter rendering. Sometimes that means looser. Sometimes a full color palette, sometimes monochrome. I've definitely loosened up a lot over the years. I used to be almost a photorealist, and I realized that until people read the cards next to the painting, they didn't realize that it wasn't a photograph. So I was spending a lot of effort that wasn't being noticed. So I decided to loosen up a little bit. And I think, especially when you're working with people as your subject, a looser approach makes it feel a little more alive. If you have some rougher marks and some spots that maybe aren't brought to the same degree of finish as the others, that seems a little closer to actually dealing with people.
Does it happen sometimes that you, in years, past, you feel, oh, I don't like this work anymore. It's garbage. Even if you were proud of it, but now you see it with different eyes. Does it happen to you too?
Oh yeah. I think my paintings have a shelf life for me of maybe a year or two, and then I've moved on. And but I have found that usually the looser ones I'm happier with for longer. Mm-hmm. And I think because if I really dial in, draw it tightly, I'm a better artist, a better draftsman at least. So now I'm seeing the drawing flaws that I might not have noticed then. But if I keep it loose, those don't bother me as much.
I see, interesting. And is it difficult for you to get your painting to be sold? To separate your work, or it's okay, you know that you'll do better next time, or something is so precious to you that you don't want to give it away?
I usually am not that attached to my work. You know, for me, the attachment is when I'm working on it, and when it's done, it's you know, out in the world.
It's just
And,
done. Okay.
yeah. That said, my wife will sometimes grow very attached to paintings, and I'm told I can't sell those.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
They're used as
Happy wife, happy life, smart man. What's the longest time you spent on one piece of art?
well, I mean, if we're talking hours working, probably 60 hours, and then put aside. You know, there's something about it that's just not working. And I find a lot of the time, if, you know, you've gone through a couple sessions with a piece and it's just not coming together, it's best to put it aside. You know, let it sit for a while, come back in a month or so, and see if you can see through that problem. Then sometimes you do, sometimes those are the pieces that wind up in the trash.
Thank you. And next question. Thank you for Tatiana for giving me those for you, Corey. What's the shortest time you spent on one piece?
45 minutes. Sometimes, especially if you're going for something loose and gestural, it's just there. You know, you can tell in the first few marks if it's a strong piece. And if you just listen to the painting and don't try to impose your ideas too much on it, sometimes they come really quickly.
This is awesome. Thank you. And important question for all of us. Do you have strict discipline in your painting, drawing, like every day from 10 to noon I paint, or you paint or draw whenever you want to and just whenever you feel like it? So which one is it?
Somewhere in the middle. I'm not overly disciplined. I don't draw every day. I'd like to, but you know, life doesn't work out that way. But you know, I try to at least get in a couple sessions a week. You know, probably 3 to 4 nights of 3 to 4 hours. And if I'm lucky, maybe I get a day on the weekend that I can, you know, devote to it. But
I understand you are not working in IT anymore, so you told me that you are going to take all your time in painting now.
yeah, I still have the day job.
I see.
And then, you know, family. You know, my kids are young, so
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I'm spending time with them in the years where they want to spend time with me.
It's short time too. I noticed what you start collecting some art. And let me ask you one of my favorite questions. So if you can have any 3 art pieces in a word, which 3 would you want to have?
Any 3 paintings in?
Yes, from anywhere, anytime. And I'm talking more, not like retail value, but just for personal enjoyment to have. Which 3 pieces would you like?
See, there's a piece by Repin of Ivan the Terrible and his son.
Okay, one with heel, what I was showing.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of my all-time favorite paintings. I get chills every time I see it. You know, there's.
I know where it is. Okay.
Oh yeah. I have not first. I don't think it comes this way, but yeah, the look, the expression that Repin got on in his eyes, it haunts you. After that, any of Rembrandt's later self-portraits. Oh, who else? There's a fashion of that he did of his daughter as she was probably in her late teens. One of his kind of mid-career pieces before he went to Taos, where you know, she has a peasant dress. I think it's On in a Peasant Dress or something like that is the title. You know, she has some braids. It's a real stunning portrait, and there's something about fashion where even though his drawings weren't, he wasn't going for accuracy necessarily. There's a stylized quality to the way he drew and then the way he painted. But something about the attitude in this piece combined with the paint handling, it's wonderful. I have a print of it hanging in my studio at home.
Thank you for sharing. And I saw during one of your demos another piece by Repin. The piece was in the mat actually of Repin. It's a portrait of Gershon. You have a print of that.
Yes.
So it's one of my favorite Repins, and it's actually on this side of the ocean, so I can visit it more often.
Yeah, whenever I'm at the Met, I do a sketch of that one. And I mean, that was Repin's gift with expression. You know, if you do a lot of portraits, it can be tricky getting the eyes to line up and getting the expression to work. You know, getting a sitter who looks back at the viewer is challenging. But what Repin did in that piece is he created a sitter that looks through the viewer. Yeah. You know, you know, for those who aren't familiar with the painting, it's a portrait of a playwright who was, you know, somewhat tortured. And I think he took his life not too long after the painting.
Yeah, it was a week or month after that painting was completed. It's a like sad story, and Repin was quite a writer too. So in his memoir, he describing that piece. So, but very, very deep. Thank you for sharing. Okay, your last answer bring in one more question. Okay, so if to go for emotion or accuracy, and you can choose just one, which one would you go after?
Emotion every time. Yeah, I mean, accuracy is an academic thing. It's a detail. It's, you know, the dressing. But if a piece doesn't grab you emotionally right off the bat, it's just a study.
Okay.
May I ask one more question? Because you are painting people, was the model happy with the result every time?
No, sometimes
no, and
very,
you don't care.
No, it's I mean, I'm not painting to please the model. I'm painting to use the human figure as a foil to express you know, to express something emotionally about myself as an artist. And sometimes what I'm trying to express isn't going to gel with how the model wants to be expressed. So
I understand you don't paint people for
many commissions, you're trying to say.
Commissions, so yeah, so you don't need to please them, right?
Right. Yeah. In a commission, yeah, you need to be a little more concerned with what your sitter thinks.
Yes, but yeah, it's easier that way.
Thank you, Katya, for wonderful questions. Thank you, everyone who submitted their questions, Tanya, Vika, and others. Thank you, guys. Please stay tuned for more exciting news and events. We're gonna have a very rich program with Art of Pastel exhibition, and we're happy to open with Corey's workshops and his lesson what's coming out to support this program. So please stay tuned for these events. Corey needs to go prepare for the workshop, and we're gonna see everyone who signed up in 15 minutes. Everybody else, till the next time, please follow us on all social media, check your emails, and we will let you know of all the workshops. So just let me tease you a little bit. Olga is gonna teach Zoom workshop. Tony is gonna teach Zoom workshop or demo. Don Emerson is has something in mind for us, so as Brian Bailey, and in person in Penza there will be a very rich program. We're going to talk about that later. Please stay tuned, and thank you everyone for joining us.